Hi guys, I'm here to talk about the epidemic of RUNFLATION or anything like that, comparing ourselves and our achievements and basically big things seeming like small things compared to the biggest achievements of people. What I mean is, on Instagram, many times we see crazy achievements and we look at ourselves and we're like, oh, he's better than me, she's better than me, he or she goes way crazier than me. I'm currently training for my first ultra marathon, which is 65 kilometers. And when I see somebody running across Texas or running 1,000 kilometers, running 200 kilometers, and basically just doing insane amounts of miles and kilometers, and that's what I see on my feed every day, then 65 kilometers seems like nothing, 40 kilometers seems like nothing, 80 kilometers seems like nothing, 20 kilometers seems like nothing. But we have to understand that when we compare ourselves to other people, we shouldn't just compare this one thing. We should be fair. Those people might suffer in their relationships with their family, their significant other, with themselves. Those people might don't have no job, they don't have to work, they're unemployed, or this is their work. Those people might have certain differences in their life, and this is not an excuse for us, but this can be an explanation, because the things we do, like 5K for example, a lot of the people say if you don't have a sub 25K, it's not even a 5K, it's not even worth mentioning. It's just not true. About less than 10% of runners have 5K that's a sub 20, that's under 20 minutes. And it's insane how people now make these big accomplishments seem like that's the average level, that's the normal level. If you don't hit that, you shouldn't even try. Like, that's just not a good way of learning, of growing, of becoming better. And what I heard from, I think, Jordan Peterson a couple of years ago, that if you're driving like a beat up car, like an old car, and you see a Lamborghini driving by, and you look at that car and that person and say, wish I could be in his place, wish I could have that car. You don't see the sacrifice behind it, that they're sacrificed not just their comfort, they sacrifice relationships, time, energy, money, but basically certainty, happiness, joy, fulfillment to get that car. And they might be crumbling under massive amounts of debt. You don't see the other side of that suffering, because they suffer too. And so with this video, I just want to shed some light on, if you see these insane achievements, the first thing shouldn't be like, oh, mine is insignificant compared to them. Yeah, compare your other aspects of your life, your health, your relationships, all these things. We are all blessed, but we are all suffering many times, and I don't think we should make these things, these people, these huge achievements or normal. Running 20 kilometers is not normal. If a person can run 10 kilometers, that's an insane amount of achievement. So many people can't even do a pull-up. If you do 10, that's insane. We don't have to hold ourselves to these huge standards. We have to hold ourselves to some type of standard, but it only causes pain and suffering, which we won't grow from if we hold ourselves to these crazy standards that other people have set for us, even though we don't know none of their circumstance, basically. And this is not an excuse to not do shit, but it is an explanation of like, okay, I compete against myself, I don't compete against other people, because they have very different circumstances. And I just wanted to make this video because sometimes I feel like, oh, I'm basically training pretty hard for this 65 kilometer run, And when I see some crazy stuff like this, it feels so small, so little, and that's not the truth. That's not the truth. It's big. It's a big thing. It's a big thing for me. So yeah, when you're around wild beasts, everything will seem like um, what you're doing. Everything will seem like normal or not special. But you go around normal people and you are the wild beast. So it's a good thing, but we have to remind ourselves that this is not normal. Running high ultra distances is not normal. It's above average. It's a crazy thing to do, and go forth with that and compete against ourselves. I think it's very important. Competition is the thief of all joy, or comparing yourself. Yeah, comparing yourself is the thief of all joy. I think competition healthy is good, but this is my message. It's for your benefit. I hope it helped a little, because I just don't want people to be sad about their achievements. If you can run smaller distances, that's also good. A lot of people can't run, can do pull-ups, can do gym, and we really don't see the personal life of these people that do these crazy things. And yeah, thank you for watching.